Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jenny Chess and welcome back to One Year 365 in Christmas Holiday mini series. And this is part 7 out of 7 parts of Christmas Holiday mini series. And yeah, this is pretty much the last episode in this mini series of Christmas Holiday. Previously, we talked about a lot of stuff which I will cover later on towards the end of the video. Also, this video will be released in the 25th of December, my time, midnight as well, but it will probably still be 24th evening or afternoon even in your place. So, um, I guess there's that. But yeah, anyway, today we'll talk about Christmas. I think this is the most important one that we should talk about or discuss. Uh, well, yeah, obviously this is about Christmas, so you might as well talk about Christmas. So, yeah, that's why I said that it's probably the most important one. Sometimes I put the important one at the beginning, like the one that I used in what is it called again? The board game. The first part we talk about. Uh, well, actually, I'm not sure because that I also don't know what what made me determine the first part goes to which one. But yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. Um, Today we'll talk about Christmas and let's start. I have only 15 minutes and see if we can actually manage to cover everything or not because I think there will be a lot of chapters here. Yeah, there's a lot there's a lot of chapters. I'm not gonna read all of them. Obviously, question will be simply how it happened. Well, obviously, as the birth of a baby of Jesus Christ. So, you know, there's that pretty much. But again, I kind of want to know about more of the history about that pretty much. Also, wait a second. Okay, never mind. So I have these biscuits near me, and there's like ants. I'm not sure if the biscuits got eaten by the ants or not. Hopefully not, because I kind of want to eat that later. Anyway, let's start, I guess. Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on December 25, as a religious and cultural celebrations among billions of people around the world. A feast central to the Christian liturgical year, it is preceded by the season of Advent or the Nativity fast and initiates the season of Christmas tide, which historically in the West lasts 12 days and culminates on 12th night, the 12 days of Christmas pretty much, which is the song that we already covered in the second part. Um, Christmas Day is a public holiday in many countries. It is celebrated religiously by a majority of Christians as well as culturally by many non-Christians and forms an integral part of the holiday season organized around it. Yeah, like non-Christians like me, I also kind of celebrate this, culturally pretty much. So yeah, like this one, like me making this into series, I kind of also celebrate this in a way that, like culturally pretty much, like the what is it like the origins of behind of each of the topics that I discuss pretty much. Anyway, nativity scene depicted using Christmas light. Yeah, okay, so nativity scene is more like the birth scene, the scene in which where the um, Jesus was born, pretty much. And yeah, there is also, I think there's supposed to be like some kind of animal because I know that it happened in a barn, pretty much. Because the reason how I know this because in I have cousins that are Christian, so I kind of know pretty much about this. So yeah, also called Noel, Nativity, Xmas, or Christmas, I guess. And then observed by Christians, many non-Christians. Okay, type Christian cultural significance, commemoration of the Nativity of Jesus. Celebrations, gift giving, family and other social gatherings, symbolic decoration, feasting, etc. Observances. Sorry, my voice is a little bit raspy because I made all of the I recorded all of the topics like actually today, as you can see. Like if you watch the time from the part one, it I actually started from uh, half past one, I think, in the PM. So yeah, it's already been like 3 hours or so, or 2 hours. I'm not sure, but yeah. There you have it. I drink though. Don't worry, I drink. But then again, it's a little bit. I got a sore throat as well because it is currently rainy season, and it's rain, and then at the daytime it's hot, it's rain, it's hot. I got what is it called, like temperature shock, I would say. And yeah, it's bad. It caused things like this to happen pretty much. It caused what is it, uh flu pretty much. Yeah, it's like just like flu pretty much. So yeah, let excuse me, I need to drink. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. Where were we again? Observances, church services. Okay, date December 25th. Yeah, this is for the new Julian calendar, and then January 7 and 6 is for the old ones, and then January 19 is for Jerusalem. Jerusalem, pretty much, or Jerusalem. Frequency annual, obviously related to Christmas tide, Christmas Eve, Advent, Annunciation, Epiphany, Baptism of the Lord, Nativity Fast, Nativity of Christ, Old Christmas, Yule, Saint Stephen's Day, Boxing Day. Oh, Boxing Day. Okay, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like, um, you know, Christmas gifts, like gift boxes, I guess. Traditional Christmas narrative recounted in the New Testament, known as the Nativity of Jesus, says that Jesus was born in Bethlehem in accordance with messianic prophecies. When Joseph and Mary arrived in the city, the inn had no room, and so they were offered a stable. Oh, it's a stable, it's not a barn. Where the Christ child was soon born. Okay, so it's Joseph and Mary, the parents. Well, uh, don't quote me on that. I don't know. Maybe they're not the parents. I'm not sure. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. I'm not sure. Let me know. Um, a stable, okay, interesting. With angels proclaiming this news to shepherds who then spread the word. There are different hypotheses regarding the date of Jesus' birth, and in the early 4th century, the church fixed the date as December 25th. This corresponds to the traditional date of the winter solstice on the Roman calendar. It is exactly 9 months after Annunciations on March 25th, also the date of the spring equinox. Most Christians celebrate on December 25th in the Gregorian calendar, which has been adopted almost universally in the civil calendars used in countries throughout the world. However, part of the Eastern Christian churches celebrate Christmas on December 25th of the older Julian calendars, which currently corresponds to January 7th in the Gregorian calendar. For Christians, believing that God came into the world in the form of man to atone for the sins of humanity, rather than knowing Jesus' exact birth date, is considered to be the primary purpose in celebrating Christmas. Oh, okay, interesting. Um, the celebratory customs associated in various countries with Christmas have a mix of pre-Christian, Christian, and secular themes and origins. Popular modern customs of the holiday include gift giving, completing an Advent calendar or Advent wreath. I think wreath. No, not wreath, wreath. Probably Christmas music and caroling, viewing a nativity play, an exchange of Christmas cards, church services, a special meal, and the display of various Christmas decorations, including Christmas trees, Christmas lights, nativity scenes, garlands, wreaths, mistletoe, and holly. We actually already covered pretty much all of these in the previous part, so go watch that out before watching this one, so it makes sense. In addition, several closely related and often interchangeable figures known as Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas, and Christkind, we also covered about this as well, are associated with bringing gifts to children during the Christmas season and have their own body of traditions and lore. Because gift giving and many other aspects of the Christmas festival involve heightened economic activity. The holiday has become a significant event and a key sales period for retailers and businesses. Over the past few centuries, Christmas has had a steadily growing economic effect in many regions of the world. We also mentioned about this as well, a brief mention in the previous part. Um, you know, or in the activity part, I think, in which I talk about, what do people do, and I guess there's also, like a sale, like Christmas sale, discounts and stuff like that, pretty much to, to make it profit for the economy as well. And then etymology, I guess it's just the word, the origin of the word. Shortened from Christ's Mass. Oh, I see. The word is, so it's Christmas, Christ's Mass, okay? The word is recorded as Christus Masse, Masse, and Christes Messe, okay? Meaning anointed, okay? The celebration of the Eucharist, okay? The form Christian Mass was also used during some periods, but now considered archaic and dialectal. Um, Okay, Christmas, Christian Mass, pretty much. Xmas, abbreviation of Christmas, found particularly in print based on the initial letter G, X in Greek Christos Christ. I see. Although some style guides discourage its use, the abbreviation has precedent in Middle English Xmas. Okay, I cannot read any of that, but yeah. Other names, there's also Anglo-Saxons refer to the feast as midwinter or nativity. I cannot read any of these, so I'm just gonna skip this. This is pretty much the origin of the word, and that's about it. Nativity, okay, this is the birth. Um, the Gospels of Luke and Matthew describe Jesus as being born in Bethlehem to the Virgin Mary. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting actually. In the book of Luke, Joseph and Mary traveled from Nazareth to Bethlehem for the census, and Jesus was born there and placed in a manger. Um, Angels proclaimed him a savior for all people, and shepherds came to adore him. The book of Matthew adds that the Magi followed a star to Bethlehem to bring gifts to Jesus, born the King of the Jews. King Herod ordered the massacre of all the boys less than 2 years, but the family fled to Egypt and later returned to Nazareth. Okay, and then history. I guess this is the history about the nativity as well. Probably, yeah. Over here, as you can see, there's animals. It's in a stable, or I think I mentioned a barn. Well, I don't know what the difference between stable and barn pretty much, because it's kind of the same. Yeah, I just don't know. But what I know is that there's some animals that live there as well. But yeah, yeah. Also, as I said, there is few people there as well. Okay, this is also another nativity pictures or illustration. Sequences included in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke prompted early Christian writers to suggest various dates for anniversary. Although no date is indicated in the Gospels, early Christians connected Jesus to the Son through the use of such phrases as Son of Righteousness. The Romans marked the winter solstice on December 25th. The first recorded Christmas celebration was in Rome on December 25th, AD 336. Oh, that's actually 1700 years ago. In the 3rd century, the date of the Nativity was the subject of great interest. Around AD 200, wrote, there are those who have determined not only the year of our Lord's birth, but also the day, and they say that it took place in the 28th year of Augustus, and in the 25th day of the Egyptian month Pachon, May 20. Further, others say that he was born on the 24th or 25th of Farmuthi, or April 20 or 21st. Okay, so there's no exact date. The reason why they took 25 is It was the date of the winter solstice on the Roman calendar, and it was 9 months after March 25. The date of the vernal equinox and a date linked to the conception of Jesus. Ah, that's why they picked 25. I see. So it was never mentioned when it was. There are some speculations about that, but yeah. So, well, we now just consider that as 25th of December, and that's pretty much it. Um, okay, I think I'm going to skip this. This is just for the history, I guess. I mean, I asked about this, but you know, I don't really want the detail because that's a lot of reading, and I think I already use up all my time here. So let's actually skip this and see for the next one. Let's see the next chapter, pretty much. History of religion hypothesis. Okay, yeah, more history, pretty much. Relation to concurrent celebrations. Okay. Post classical history. Okay. And then what else? Modern history, here we go, which is in the recent years, probably 19th century as well. And yeah, what about 21st century though? But all right, 20th century, okay, this is the 90s, 1919s pretty much. Observant, okay, there's no other stuff as well. um, okay, yeah, there is some stuff over here as you can read yourself. I'm not gonna read that because again, YouTube can flag me as like what is it, like religious stuff. So I'm not gonna read any of that pretty much. I mean, it happened though, just for just for the note, it actually happened, and yes, they do that, but I it depends on your own beliefs, right? But yeah, I personally, I kind of celebrate, but just because it is there, just for the knowledge, pretty much, so that I don't know anything about these, pretty much. That's why I celebrate, just for the cultural thing, and that's pretty much it. Because when people talk about this, and then you don't know, you cannot understand about that, then people will think of less of you, and ignore you because it doesn't matter to talk to you because you never know anyway, right? So people just ignore you. But if you know about it, if you can understand about it, then if people talk about it, then you can also um, try to understand or have some conversation as well in it, so that you don't just get ignored from not knowing other cultures, pretty much. So yeah, in me though, I just use this for knowledge, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, observance and traditions, okay. The church is pretty much, yeah, we actually already covered this. It's the mass, we already covered about this, I think. Yeah, this picture again, the John F Kennedy, still not sure why they took this picture, like in the dark, with the lights off, and then they used the blitz, pretty much. Not sure why they did that. Maybe there's an explanation there, I'm not sure. Also, there's also over here, there's like these two lights there that kind of looks like a pair of eyes, which is a little bit scary, I would say. But all right. um yeah, we already pretty much, yeah, nativity play as well, the same picture even, we already covered this. Yeah, Christmas Carol, we are also already, yeah, there's these cats, I think I mentioned about this as well previously. But yeah, I think this we already talked. Yeah, traditional cuisine we already talked. Cards, postcards, gift giving. Oh, why is this page just the same as previous one? I'm not sure, but all right. Yeah. Oh, there's this one date according to Julian calendar. That's new actually. And there's this table which is also new. Um, Paying new. I mean it. I didn't cover this pretty much. So this is just the date pretty much, the December 25th, and then there's January. There's also another January, and another January pretty much. Also there's April as well. But yeah, economy, I guess it. Uh, yeah, department store, pretty much any other public places that are about economy. I think I mentioned about this as well during Thanksgiving and Halloween. Like just department store, malls, they just put decoration like this because it's like a season themed basically. So they do that just for the seasonal thing. When it's New Year, then they will also put, well, New Year's is still the same, I guess. They will retain the decoration probably. And then like during Easter eggs, then there will be a lot of eggs. And then if there's like Muslims, what is it like? What is it called again? Like a celebration or holidays, Muslims holidays, like it, then they can also change with that as well. So yeah, it's about seasonal theme. Like also like Halloween, they just put more spooky stuff, skeleton, pumpkin, and stuff like that for that. And yeah, I think I'm going to cover this. My head's a little bit hurt because I haven't eaten anything. Yeah, I think I'm going to eat after this, but that's pretty much it. Controversy, I'm not gonna see this. Well, what's that? Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. See also, okay, and then notes, okay, references for the reading, and this is just for the source pretty much. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this one. This has been Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas in general. I guess it makes sense that most of the stuff that we already covered also got mentioned here. Well, because the fact that the page is literally mentioned. Oh, that's a long scroll. Because literally the page is called Christmas, so it should be, like covering all of those stuff that we already covered previously. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Christmas Holiday. This is part 7. So let's recap. Part 1, we talk about Christmas tree, about the origin, and like seeing pictures of Christmas big or giant Christmas trees in other countries. And then second day, we talk about the 12 days of Christmas, the song, because I know the song since I was kid, kindergarten even. So yeah, I know about that. That's why I still remember some of I still remember the melody. I also still remembers the some of the lyrics as well. And then in the third part, we talk about um, I think we talk about Santa Claus. Yeah, we talk about Santa Claus and the origin as to why Santa Claus is a thing now. What happened back then? So it appears that it got the origin from a man who liked, I guess, to share with the poor pretty much. Like, yeah, a man that is generous, that was generous, and give stuff to people in need pretty much. So yeah, that's about Santa Claus. And then the fourth one, we talk about the tradition or the activity that you do during Christmas. So we talk a lot about going to church, and then there's decorating trees, and then there's the evening as well, in which you eat various dishes, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff pretty much. And then there's the role play or the nativity play, which reenacts the events that happened in the past about the nativity of Jesus, I guess. And then after that, there's also yeah, I guess there's that for the fourth one, and there's also other things as well, like gift giving, like sending gifts, sending postcards and stuff like that. And then in the fifth part, we talk about the food, and then what people eat during Christmas. Like there, we talk about a lot of food that many countries actually eat, like with their special dish. And there's actually quite a lot of food that are specific to the location of their country as well. So it's more like what's your signature dish pretty much. So yeah, there's that. We talk about that, mostly still the same: turkey, chicken, steak, and then there's some salads, there's some roasted potatoes, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and stuff like that, like carrots as well. But yeah, and then there is this dessert as well, like a cake, a fruit cake, pudding, chocolate pudding. And then there's also uh, yeah, there's so many food pretty much, so many dessert. And then in the sixth, part, which is yesterday, we talk about the Christmas evening because yesterday was the 24th of like December. Well, when this video is out, it's still 24th, but like in my place, it's already 25th. But there's that. Um, there we talk about what people do during the Christmas Eve or the evening. So apparently there's like mass, church mass, which occur at the evening until the night time, in which the point of like the Jesus got burned, pretty much not burned. I mean, and then there is also um, in the evening as well when you eat dinner with your family, friends, eating the various dishes that I already mentioned in the part 5. So yeah, there's part 6. And then part 7, which is today, well, we pretty much talk about Christmas in general, about the origin, about the like the time as well, the calendar, the time, and then what happened there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Christmas holiday mini series. I hope you guys enjoy it. That'll be it for this mini series. I hope you guys enjoy it. We will actually talk about other series as well. Well, in fact, when this series is up, actually, I might actually do another series. Like just intern with this one. So yeah, there you go. I think that one is not finished just yet. Maybe in few days from now it will be finished. I'm not sure. I will schedule anything after this, but yeah, pretty much it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another discussion with maybe finishing the Throwback Time series. Also, maybe I don't know, make a new one, make a new series. Well, probably not because it's already 25th. Um, next one we probably want to talk about New Year stuff or 2023 or like 2023 New Year or New Year 2023. I don't know, but yeah, it's still to be thought. But yeah, there's that. But until then, see ya.